Hi there. I'm your host, Chris Coleman, and welcome to episode 5 of Champion Connections. Today, we have an entrepreneur in the health and fitness industry, my friend Mark Robinson. Join us as we talk about his struggles, his victories, and even owning an Audi, all before he's 25. I know you don't want to miss this one.
Yeah, my name is Mark, and I work in health and fitness. I'm an entrepreneur out here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Travel all over the place, but trying to impact a lot of people, help a lot of people through the world of health and fitness, as well as helping people make more money, take more control out of their lives, and just make a positive impact on a lot of people all over the place.
All right, wait, one more. I'm sorry. It's your voice was lagging behind the video. Uh,
Can you hear me now?
yeah, it's working now. Say something again.
I am drinking Starbucks right now.
Okay, it's back up. It's back up. All right.
Nice.
So let's try that again. My apologies.
It's all good. Cool. Yeah, my name is Mark. I'm 23 years old, living currently in Cincinnati, Ohio, and helping people improve the quality of their life through health and fitness and a challenge. And that's an entrepreneurial. I started with a few friends a couple of years back now, but it's been something we've been able to impact and change a lot of lives so far, which is awesome. Made some good money doing it and having a lot of fun.
All right. So Mark, we've gotten to know each other a little bit. Can you talk about, I guess, how you combined or how you first got into fitness and how that helped to spur you to be an entrepreneur? Because usually those two things don't really line up too well.
I've played basketball and been into health and fitness in that sense my whole life. I always loved competing. I always loved playing sports and that type of stuff, watching sports. And then entrepreneurial ventures wasn't really, you see Success magazines, you read stories, and it always sounds really awesome, but I never had a great idea. So you read the stories about Mark Zuckerberg and different people who've done amazing things, created this dream life for themselves, and you want that, but I never had a Facebook idea to pursue. But one of my friends actually introduced me to a guy by the name of Robbie Hendricks. We've become really, really good friends. Now he's one of my best friends, but he's the one that more than anything inspired me to look into having my own business and work for myself, and that's what we've been doing.
Cool. So, what are you currently in school, or did you drop out of college, or how'd that happen? What happened there?
Yeah, I went to school for a year. Actually, my plan was to play college basketball. That was the goal. That was the dream.
Hoop dreams.
What did you say?
I was saying hoop dreams.
Yeah, that was the plan. I broke my foot 2 years in a row, the same foot. Both times I broke it while playing basketball, and that kind of shafted my plans of going to the NBA, which obviously would have happened otherwise.
Exactly.
But no, so that did change my plans a little bit. Did not pursue college basketball my freshman year. And I was studying design, which is a hobby of mine, doing graphic design, industrial design, that type of thing. And I enjoy that, and I do that. And I've helped a lot of people improve their businesses and with different logos and marketing campaigns and branding, which I enjoy. I have a lot of fun with that, but it's not – I don't want to be confined to that or limited by that and that be my career per se. So I was studying design actually at one of the top design schools in the country at DAP here in Cincinnati. But I knew for a fact it wasn't what I wanted my lifelong thing to be. And when you're paying 20 to 30 grand a year for it, makes you second guess how much you're going to invest into it if you know it's not what you're going to do. So I chose to kind of take a step back and just work and get some experience. And that's right around the same time that I actually linked up with some different entrepreneurs like Robbie, who I mentioned. And so since then, I've been learning a lot and growing a lot and gotten a lot of experience, but actually doing business and working alongside different entrepreneurs that way. So currently I'm not in school. I went for a year, finished the year, and since then I've been in the field.
Cool. So this is a shameless plug, but if you don't know, Mark has designed the Champion Connections logo. So he's awesome. He's awesome. But how did you go about meeting these entrepreneurs? We always think, Mark Zuckerberg, he's a talented guy. He automatically knew all these other gentlemen, and they just got together, and there was like, we're going to make this $1 million idea, and then they become billionaires. But we all know that's not really the story.
Right.
So how did you go about meeting these entrepreneurs that you wanted to get in connection with?
I think a lot of it is being open-minded. I think a lot of entrepreneurs out there are really willing to share their ideas and help other people. Um, but a lot of people are maybe closed-minded. For myself, I like to talk to people and I put myself out there and I'm very open-minded. If somebody says, "Hey, I've got an idea," then I'm all ears. Let's talk about it. Who knows? Um, so I think it was just that more than anything, just being open. And I think when you want something and you're open and you're talking to different people and you put yourself out there enough, then you'll find the right people. So whether you know where to start or not, if you're looking to get involved with some type of a business or work for yourself, if you have an idea of kind of what you want your life to look like, if you just put that out there enough and talk about what you want to do, I didn't like research people like, "Ooh, I'm going to talk to this person because I didn't even think about business ideas necessarily, or I didn't have any good ones, I should say. I was just open and I talked to people a lot, and eventually one of my friends was like, "Yeah, you should actually meet Robbie. He's doing some really big things. I think you guys would get along really well, and maybe even partner up on some stuff." And that's really how it all started, just the power of a connection, a champion connection maybe.
There it is.
And that's where it all started.
That's awesome, man. So I guess in a nutshell, this is like the law of attraction. You wanted these types of things to happen, and slowly the universe just put them together for you.
It worked out. That's what happened.
Nice. So how did you get into the fitness game and combining that with entrepreneurship?
Sure, and that was a project that it was something that Robbie was really passionate about, and he had shared with me. And it was the first time that I had seen. Hey, is our connection good? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, the video just shut out, but you're back now. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
I saw my little green light up there blink out for a second. So
yeah, get it together over there.
All right, cool. Am I good now?
Yeah, it's went out again.
What is happening?
Mark, this is that Cincinnati, Ohio internet.
All right. Should I relocate or are we good?
No, we're good now. Like that was
okay.
I don't know what happened.
I'm just making sure we're good. All right, cool. Health and fitness. No, I guess it was the first time that I'd seen an idea, a business model in place. It's in the network marketing industry where there's already a model, already a business there for you. And if you just plug in, put in your work, apply some creativity, entrepreneurship, and determination, then you can build your own business within a system that already exists. So I didn't have to dream up some crazy idea. But with my background in sports, I knew that I could work hard. I knew I could work, if I have a good idea and there's a prize at the end to show for it, then I'll do whatever it takes to get there. And that's what I saw through that industry is there's a system. If you plug in and work it, then you can make it happen. So that's what I've been doing.
All right. So a lot of people do tend to start out with network marketing as their introduction into business. Me, myself, I did that. That particular company didn't work for me, but you've had a lot of great success with the company you're in. I know I got to see your amazing car in person. You've been featured in different videos, different magazines. Can you talk about how, though a lot of people dropped out because they weren't getting results, how you just pursued ahead, were consistent every day, and took, I guess, each day at a time to making your dreams come true?
Yeah, there was definitely times when I did not have the most success. So at the beginning, I was not, the inspiration to everybody. I was just like figuring things out. I got started. I had no business experience, no sales experience. I played basketball. That was the extent of my health and fitness knowledge. So it wasn't like I was extremely pre-qualified and had right away success. I think the biggest thing was my desire and the fact that I was working with good people. And I think a lot of people do start out in network marketing, and I think a lot of people could finish if they choose to, because I think it is more of a decision, not like it didn't work out for me type of thing. I think a lot of people quit or choose a different venture before it gets to the point where it would work for them.
True.
Because for me, I got involved, and if you look at the first few years of my career, you'd say, "Oh, it didn't work out for me either." I stuck with it, and I think the biggest thing is I saw two things. One, I saw the lifestyle that had been created through a lot of people, and I think it's hard to match that lifestyle in any other type of business. And I guess the dream or the vision that I had from what I'd seen in people that I know and met, that was really attractive to me. And then more than anything, I think, because you can make money doing anything, right? You can create a schedule for yourself that doesn't require your time, and you've got income coming in a number of different business ventures. But one of the biggest things I saw in that was also the fulfillment and the personal interaction and the direct impact you can have on people's lives, and the amount of people that you can touch and help through that industry, and even more specifically with the project that I'm working on, because I'm passionate about our products and health in general. So by educating people about that, and I think for me it was just, there was times when I wanted to quit. There's times when I wanted to give up. There's times when I was like ready to throw in the towel because it wasn't working, or you start to get some success. You start to get some sex, is what I said. You start to get some success, and then it falls out, or you think something, it doesn't. There's definitely disappointments, like any business. If you don't have failures, then you're not putting yourself out there enough.
True.
But I think it was just the fact that I've never seen anything that I feel like I could help as many people that could be as lucrative, and I could work along such quality people package anywhere else. And I was always just like, I'm not going to stop unless I found something better, and I've never seen anything better, so I guess I'll just keep going. And I kept going long enough until I got some success, and now I'm glad I did.
Yeah. If for people that don't know, you recently came back from Miami. You were there when they won the championship. So I'm sure that was awesome.
Flew in for Game 7.
There it is.
Awesome.
You're going, to California in like 2 months?
I am. Like that? In a few weeks, I'm headed down to North Carolina. We're going to do some surfing down in Cape Hatteras, and then headed out to Cali. Hopefully we'll do some surfing out there too, but heading out there in a month or two.
So obviously your hard work has definitely paid off. You're living a great lifestyle. And I mean, if people say, well, I'm not in a big city, I know Cincinnati may be considered a big city, but it's not like the first thing that comes to mind. But can you speak on like some of the failures that you have had and how they've propelled you to the success you have now?
Some of the what that I've had?
The failures.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. So one of the first, I don't know if you'd call this a failure, I guess, but I was sharing our business and everything that we had with somebody, and actually within my first month, I had somebody call the Attorney General of Ohio and tell them that I was running a huge scam trying to rip everybody in Cincinnati off.
Wow.
And that was like my first month. So that's how things started out. She happened to go to my same college and high school and created a Facebook group inviting every single contact that I knew, sharing that information with them that I was trying to scam everybody I know just because I was sharing a business opportunity with people. So
wow. And
that was a little bit of a setback, month one.
I know I would have been like, you know what? It's not even worth it, man.
Right. Yeah, it would have been easy to have been like, all right, fine. But I guess it just wasn't meant to happen because everybody I know now thinks I'm a huge con artist. But obviously I'm not. And I think that people that know me think that that's ridiculous because people that know me know that I wouldn't be that type of a person or do something like that. So I don't know. I guess I just felt like if you do something good enough, long enough, then you'll get results from it. If you throw good seed out there long enough, you'll get a result or a crop back from the work that you put out there and the stuff that you sow. And you can't beat if you're doing the right thing and you're doing good things, I just feel like eventually it's going to come back to you, And I felt like for other people who, thought it was ridiculous, there was plenty of people when I dropped out of the #1 school in the world for design. There was plenty of people that thought I was completely ridiculous and out of my mind for that, for sure. And I don't know, when people think that you're crazy or they think that you're making a totally wrong decision, part of it in me is just like, I want to show all the people out there who don't think that more is possible, who think that all that they know is what it has to be and they're living within all these limits. And I just want my life to be an example that crushes those limits and breaks down those barriers to show them that more out there is possible. You can actually accomplish more, and you don't have to limit yourself to such a small existence.
For sure.
You can do a lot more. So I think the more that I've gotten rejection or negativity, it's inspired me more to want to work harder and show them look, this is actually possible. You can actually do a lot more. And I know you think I'm being ridiculous, but see what happened.
For sure.
So that's one of I guess, one of the small things that happened at the beginning. But at the beginning is when I was first starting out, so that was definitely a challenge.
I that's awesome. Like I don't think anything can say I'm gonna get lower than this point. Like you were probably at the lowest of low that you could possibly be at. So that's super awesome though. Um, you said how you didn't try to. Well, I guess through your example, through your leadership, you are trying to show people that you can do more. Do you find that now that you have had some success, that people are still saying the same things, or has their tune changed a little bit?
Yeah, I think as you get results, honestly, I don't really get any negativity anymore, and I think part of that's just because I'm better at approaching people and talking to people now, so I don't say things in a way that people would think that anything I'm doing is maybe sketchy. Whereas maybe initially I don't know what I would have said, but maybe I was not the best at communicating. So I've grown in my communication skills, first of all. Um, but also, I've got a car paid for. I've got a new Audi A5 paid for by the company I work with. And so I think that definitely does give you a lot more respect because people can say what they want, but when you have results, it's like, okay, well, I'm like, oh, you can be negative. That's cool. You don't have to do it. It's working great for me, though.
I mean,
and I don't try to sell somebody. I'm just like, okay, that's cool. It's like, it works though. Like it's working for me.
Great. You're also pretty ripped as well.
If you don't like it, that's cool. But I guess there's just a lot less. I don't have to convince somebody that something works or that it's good because the results can just show that.
Yeah, physically and the other results like the car.
I'm in the best shape of my life. I've gained 20 pounds of muscle this year. I've been able to dunk for the first time about 2 months ago. I've got more abs than I've ever had before, so that's exciting. And I'm making more money than I've ever made before in my life too. So it's like, it works, If somebody doesn't think that the products are good or something like that, I'm like, okay, well, my friend just lost 50 pounds. I'm pretty sure we shouldn't put those back on. I'm pretty sure that was a good thing.
Yeah.
I had lunch today with one of my friends who's lost 175 pounds.
Holy.
Which is pretty amazing, and she looks awesome. So, seeing that and seeing the positive impact that you make on other people too, and the changes that you help people accomplish, I think that's another thing that fuels me too. Because when you see a good thing happening to other people in your life because of something that you've done, then that's more inspirational. That's more inspirational than just about anything. And it just makes you want to keep going and share with more and more people so you can touch as many people as possible.
Sure. So, oh crap. Hold on. My bad. A little pop-up happened. I'll delete that out. Did you always know, when you were growing up, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to go into business, or I want to do something to help change the world, or did you just stumble upon this?
I knew I wanted to do something bigger. Some of the people I looked up to, like Michael Jordan, for example. I think there's a lot of Jordan fans out there, but he was somebody that I loved watching him play. I had 17 posters in my room of Michael Jordan. My entire wall is covered. I have a Michael Jordan basketball card collection, stuff like that. And I always thought it was really awesome that somebody like that, who I've never met the guy. I've seen him play one game. I went to one game that he played in, which was fun. But somebody like that, just because of the work that they've done and the discipline that they had, they're an inspiration to people all around the world, and they've had such a huge impact on all of humanity. And I always just thought that was amazing that one person could have such an impact through the work that they did. So I didn't necessarily correlate that to owning my own business, but I knew I wanted to do something bigger that could have a bigger impact on people than just sitting in an office somewhere doing design work. I knew that I wanted to do something bigger where I could inspire people and I could show people, like he did, that more is possible and that people could accomplish more than they thought and that type of thing. And that's something I strove for that through sports. That's one of the reasons I wanted to excel in sports as well. And when I saw an opportunity to do the same thing in business, then I had the same philosophy going into it.
Makes sense. So can you touch about, obviously you got, I don't want to say you jumped head first into this. And once again, these Bill Gates or Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky, Tiger Woods, they didn't just wake up and say, I am, just automatically the best in the world at this. I know how to run a business, or I know how to create my own brand. Are there any things that you use to help to build yourself up to get to the point where you are today?
Yeah, absolutely. Um, One thing, I mean, is just surrounding yourself with other people who bring you up. Because I think a lot of us have connections in our life that put us down. A lot of people that we hang out with that bring us to a time in the past that's not really an attractive memory for us or not something that uplifts us. And we all have people that are either haters or maybe aren't supportive of the pursuits that we're going after. And finding other people who make you better, I think we all have friends like that too. Maybe we just have a few like that in a lot of other people, or maybe there's a lot of positive connections in your life. I don't know, but really seek out people that make you better. And I think we all know of people like that, where when you're with them, you're more positive, you're encouraged, you're inspired to do different things, you think more clearly, or you're encouraged to pursue ideas that you have. So find people like that in your life and stick with them. Find people who've been successful, ask a lot of questions, and try to duplicate what they've done. Even if it's not the exact thing you're doing, duplicate their work ethic, their passion, their dedication, their commitment, the universal principles of success. And then learn about those universal principles of success from people out there who maybe you can't just hang out with or go grab a coffee with, but you can get CDs from Jim Rohn, John C. Maxwell, Zig Ziglar, a number. I mean, there's thousands of different CDs and books and stuff like that out there that you can pour into, and you can just soak yourself in all that positive leadership stuff that will help you grow and develop. And whether you have a specific business that you're pursuing and you're looking at becoming better in that, or if you're just trying to become better so when you find the right connection or the right opportunity, you're ready to jump into it, all that stuff will help you get closer to your goals.
For sure, for sure. Are there any things? Obviously, building a team is very important in network marketing, and honestly, in general.
Right.
So, are there any tips, tricks, techniques that you have that have helped you to build a successful team?
Yeah, I would say probably the biggest thing is talk to a lot of people and don't settle and sort to find the right people too. Because a lot of people talk a good game. A lot of people, if you're looking to hire employees, or if you're looking to build your company, or if you're looking to find investors, or if you're looking to build a network marketing business, everybody talks a good talk. Everybody says, I can do this, that, and the other, and I'm the man, and I'm super committed and dedicated. But then you look at people's actions, and a lot of times those are not necessarily the same. They don't always add up. And actions are a good test of our attitude. They're a good test of what you're actually like. So I would just say sort to find good people, because there's a lot of good people out there, but you have to sort through a lot of others to maybe find the good people. In my case, to find the few people that I really want to build this with, my top 2 or 3 people where we can partner up and build this company together. And I have been lucky to find some really incredible people, which is awesome. But if you're looking for executives to help build your company with, or you're looking for somebody else like that, then keep sorting, keep looking, always keep your eyes open for good people out there, because a good asset to your organization, like one good person, can make a huge impact with their ideas, their creativity, their entrepreneurial skills and abilities and stuff like that. So don't become a manager and try to squeeze excellence out of people that are not excellent. And you don't want to judge people like that, because I do think everybody has potential, but you can't make somebody something that they're not. You can show people a vision. You can share people, your vision for what you have or what you want to create, and then kind of see what people do, but don't stop or just settle for a couple people and hope they turn out to be the next Bill Gates, the next entrepreneur of the year. Just keep talking to people, and then the ones who want to do it will do it, whether that's, for any business. But just keep sorting until you find the right people that will come into your life. That's like a relationship too, right? If you're looking for a girl and try to make her everything that you want out of a girl.
True.
I'm not saying keep sorting as in just go for every single one. But yeah, talk to a lot of people until you find somebody that you really vibe with, until you find somebody that you get that champion connection with, where you guys can really build something together, whether it's, a significant other where you build your life with, or you're looking for business partners to start your next venture, and you find the right person, because the wrong partner can really bring you down, or the right person can make a huge positive impact.
For sure. So how have you been able to, I guess, put your business on autopilot? Because a lot of businesses, they get caught up where everything has to go through the owner, and if it doesn't, then it has to take a halt. and you're getting to travel what 5 times in a summer, and your business is still growing. Your business is still going, and you're still making money. So how have you been able to turn all the hard work you've done and put it on autopilot so it still runs without you?
I'm still working on that too. I haven't fully mastered it. I can't just sit back and relax and watch it grow completely quite yet. But there is some of that, which is exciting. It's exciting to watch it grow and you're not involved. I mean, some of it is, I guess, a lot of it, I would say, is just through empowering different people that you work with. And again, whether you're the owner of a traditional business or if you're in network marketing, if you have good people and you really believe in them, and I think a lot of times we believe in people more than they believe in themselves. But just by empowering them, really believing them, and allowing them, giving them the chance to step up, I think a lot of people want a chance to step into the limelight. And if you give people a chance to step up and you really empower them and encourage them and let them know that you believe in them, that people are happy to step into it and make it happen. And that means less work for you. They're excited about it. You're getting paid without being there, and it's all around good for everybody.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I guess another thing is in business when things aren't. This is more isn't more so for failure, but like mentally, we have these huge goals that we set out. Like I'm gonna be a
Right.
multimillionaire by 25, and
Right.
2 years goes by, and you're like, I'm nowhere near close to my goals, but you're not acknowledging the successes that you have had.
Right.
How have you been able to recondition your mind to actually acknowledge like the small successes? So when you do get these big successes like the car and stuff like that, it's like all my hard work was actually paying off.
Sure. Um, I am very hard on myself, so that's a good thing for me to do. I think that's important for. I think it's important for everybody to do, like you said. Um, so I guess how I've reconditioned my mind. I don't know. I guess I think surrounding yourself with positive people that encourage you, because when you're surrounded with positive people, and a lot of entrepreneurs are like this. I'm sure there's people that aren't, but I feel like you can tell. Just for example, the past 2 days, I was having lunch at Whole Foods 2 days ago, and this guy bumps into me while I'm eating lunch, and we just started talking, right? And I knew for a fact the second I bumped into him, I was like, "This guarantee you, this guy does not work a job." You know, I'm like, I don't know what he does, but I'm gonna find out. Turns out he was an author in the health and fitness industry. He's writing a couple books about our environment and the impact of different toxins and pollutions and stuff. Um, you know, there was a lady who was like, "Oh my gosh, what year is your car? Can I come sit in it? Can I take pictures of it?" She's like, "I want that car." And she worked for herself too. She's a screenwriter and a publicist out in California that travels all over, and she was here in Cincinnati last night. Um, but it's just like surrounding yourself with people that are positive, surrounding yourself with other entrepreneurs and like-minded people. I mean, they encourage you and they support you and they make positive comments like that for you. And they remind you of things that you've done well. So I think any good business person, you'll find they're constantly talking positively about the people around them. And when you're talking to people who maybe haven't had success in business or people who are struggling, a lot of times they're trying to cut other people down to make them look good, and that's a big reason why they're struggling. So again, it's just surrounding yourself with good people, and that's one of the easiest ways that doesn't really require me to change. It's just be around good people that give you positive feedback and remind you of the successes that you've had and build you up.
For
So,
sure, for sure.
yeah.
For those that don't know, can you talk about the difference between passive and residual income versus the traditional means that a job will make you money?
Can I talk about the difference?
No, no, yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I mean, I don't think people realize that you're getting paid
Right.
whether you actually do something or whether
Sure.
you show up to work or whatnot.
Right, right, right. Well, I do have a job too, so I'm working full time at a corporation. I have a corporate career currently, and then on top of that, I'm also building my business, which is awesome that I can do both at the same time. Um, but in my job, for example, you put in a year and you get paid a salary, or you put in an hour maybe and you get paid an hourly wage, right? So the more time you put in, the more money you get back. Whereas in a business or when you're building passive or residual income, you work once and you get paid over and over again. Just like you sign up once for Verizon and then Verizon gets paid over and over again as you're paying your monthly phone bill. So if you can be on the other end of that, then you put out a good product, service, something, and you can get paid every month for that. So in my situation, for example, we're creating a distribution chain for health products. So we partnered up with different gyms, facilities, a lot of different individuals who just share it with friends and family just so they can get free products or make an extra $500 a month, something like that. Some people who take it real seriously and they network all over the place, different entrepreneurs or whatnot, who are trying to replace their job income and different things. But all the product that has moved, whether I'm sitting here on this conversation or not, any customer that's been gotten over the past several years while I've been pursuing this business, they obviously love it, they've gotten results, and they continue to use it, which means, great, I get paid over and over again from the work that I've done in the past. And if I stop today, they're incentivized to share the products with others so they can get free products or even make extra money. So whether I'm working or not, the business is continuing to grow and we're continuing to spread across the map. So my business goes global and viral and shares and reaches different people all the time, whether I'm actually personally involved with it or not.
Awesome.
Whereas if you're just plugging into a job, then you know exactly how much you're going to get paid because...
And that's how someone what someone deems you're worth. $8 an hour. You know you're worth more than that.
I am worth more than $8 an hour. That's true.
So with a network marketing opportunity, or with, I guess, the rise of the internet, you now have the power to reach people around the world. If I'm correct, you have business partners all around the world, right?
We do, yeah. We're in, I think, 16 different countries now, which is exciting.
Oh, that's awesome. Look at that, man.
Yep.
Around the world, college dropout, A5. You're a superstar.
Working on it. Still got a long ways to go. Not where I want to be yet, but we're definitely making progress, and we're on track. So
what are your goals in the next 5 years?
Next 5 years?
Yeah.
I definitely plan to be full-time. 5 years puts me right around 30, and I would like to be residually bringing in about $1 million a year through my network marketing business as the main source of that income. But obviously, if you're bringing in an income like that, you're going to be investing into a lot of different opportunities. So who knows? Maybe we'll be partnering up because I think you're going to be a millionaire by 25.
Yeah. That's the goal.
So I mean, partnering up with different people, but more than anything, I mean, just having the freedom and flexibility to choose where I spend my time and not be tied down or have to pour my time into any one thing because it's set up maybe not necessarily on autopilot like you said, but I can choose when to put in time and when not to, and it's not going to negatively impact my business, my career, my family life, my finances, and I can spend time with the people that I care about. I can travel and do different things, and have a really solid base that really frees us up to where, myself, my family, if at that point maybe I've got a wife, kids, who knows what's going to be, going on in the next, that's 30 is 6 years from now. Birthday's coming up here shortly, so close to 6 years from now. So who knows, but I want to have that freedom and flexibility and that security definitely by that point for sure, and have helped a lot of people do the same thing, to where my close friends, my family, the people that I care about and the people I spend a lot of time with, I've been able to help them achieve some of those same things so we can actually do the things we love together. It's no fun if you can travel the world, but nobody that is able to go with you. Then you just start sitting around by yourself at the pool with nobody to cheers with. You want to have your friends there with you to actually enjoy the process and enjoy the journey, and then enjoy the rewards of the hard work together. So we can celebrate. And the beaches down on the where is it at? Down off Croatia, the Dalmatian coast is one of my places I want to go.
Never even heard of it.
So
now I have to look that up.
That's definitely a place we're going to hit up.
All right. I look forward to the beaches of the world, as they say, man. That's awesome. So let everyone know where they can contact you, where they can find you, and get more information about what you do, who you are, and if they want to get involved, how do they do that?
Perfect. You can find me at Facebook, MarkRobinsa. Also, markrobinsa.com. That's Instagram, that's Twitter, that's pretty much everything. That's my website, so you can check me out there. Or if you want to learn more about the challenge, you can actually go to the8weektransformation.com, and that'll tell you more about our challenge that we're doing on and some of the people that we've already been able to help to transform their health and their life as well on the financial side. So if you want to get in touch with me, whether it's just to chat or if you're interested in what I'm doing, then definitely reach out. I'd love to talk to more people out there.
For sure. Well, Mark, I appreciate you for taking your time out of your day. I know you could be playing basketball right now, practicing for our one-on-one game. But, I thank you. We're talking about practice, not the game.
About practice?
Not the game. But no, I mean, we're going to make that happen. People, if you are in Cincinnati, check this guy out. Let me know how his game is, and we can go from there. But once again, I thank you for helping me out with Champion Connections. You are a true champion. Wow. As soon as you start your business getting reported to the Attorney General, if he can do it, ladies and gentlemen, you can do it. Now, join us on Thursday for our next episode. A good buddy of mine, hailing from the state of Maryland, just graduated school and already owns 2 businesses. You definitely don't want to miss this one. And next week, we have, once again, 2 episodes being released. So, all you artists, dancers, musicians, this one's for you.